Do you know why most video ad campaigns fail? It doesn't matter whether you're advertising on YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. If you're running video ads and they're not getting the results you're hoping for, which is probably high quality leads or sales, the cause of the campaign could be several different things. Is it you're targeting the wrong audience? Do you have the wrong offer? Is it the wrong video? Is it the way you structured the campaigns? It could be any one of those. Now, having spent tens of millions of dollars on ads in hundreds of different industries, the biggest reason why a campaign doesn't work comes down to the actual video ad itself. So in this video, I want to share with you how to structure your YouTube ads so that they will actually grow your business. Now, just a quick disclaimer before I keep moving forward. If you're still watching this, the biggest assumption I'm making is that you have a product or service that people find helpful, valuable, and useful. There's been several times where we've been hired to advertise a specific product or service, and it's the very first time they've ever marketed this type of product. And what we found is, like, unless you have a base of customers or clients of people who actually enjoy your product or service, no amount of marketing can substitute for a crappy product or crappy service. In fact, if you do have a crappy product or service, the only thing advertising does is accelerate the rate in which people know that you have a crappy product or service. So again, I think a good case study or a good checklist to be mindful of is, do I have customers and clients that love my product or service? If yes, I think advertising is a great place to start. So now that you know that, how do you structure a YouTube ad campaign that would grow your business? And the first thing you need to do, and this is the most important part of the whole video, is you need to be able to grab their attention. Think about it. Like, when people see a YouTube ad, what is the first thing that they're doing? Their finger is like hovering over that skip now button, and they just probably can't wait to skip that ad, right? And that's common for everybody. And you need to have a powerful hook. Like, what can you say and show in 5 seconds or 10 seconds that will get people's attention and get them to watch the rest of the video? So making sure that you have that information. And I would recommend in this section, you have at least 2 or 3 different hooks that you can test. I know for us personally, when we run ads for ourselves and for our clients, we don't know which message and which headline or hook is going to land the best in the market. So we write 3 to 5 different hooks. When I've done this for our agency, I write ads that I think are going to work the best, and then to come to find out, it actually performed the worst. And the ones that I thought would perform the worst ended up performing the best. The only way I knew that was I was able to test 2 or 3 different hooks. So again, make sure you spend a lot of time structuring that hook and testing it to see which one is going to work the best. The second one that's important is make sure that you understand your audience. A lot of times, I think we as marketers and business owners, we get trapped because we are inside the bottle, and it's hard to read the label when you're inside the bottle, right? Sometimes it's hard to answer questions that people just aren't asking. And so really, this takes time for you to understand your audience. Some of the most valuable pre-work that we've done is taking the time to get on the phone call with our customers or clients, or send a survey out to your customers. One of the first times I started advertising online, I said, I want to really get to know my customers. And the first 10 people that purchased the course from me, I called them up. I said, hey, Tom, I saw you purchase my course. My name's Jake. Thank you so much. Do you care if I ask you a couple questions? And he was just elated that I took the time to reach out to him and call him. And that was such a valuable experience for me because, one, I got to get to know him better, and I got to understand what his needs and wants and desires were, and maybe what his hesitations were when it came to advertising. In fact, I asked him, I said, hey, I know you purchased my product. Do you mind if I ask you why, like how you found us and why you purchased it? And he said, yeah, like I saw your YouTube ad. And I'm like, well, what did you think about the ad? He's like, well, to be honest, the first 3 times I saw it, I thought you were really annoying. And I'm like, okay, good feedback. I was annoying, but you ended up purchasing. Why did you purchase? Well, he said, I watched your ad. Like the 7th time I saw your ad, I'm like, I wonder what this guy has to say and why he's advertising to me. I wonder what he has to say. He saw my ad and sent me an email and he had a couple questions about the course that I had. The only reason why he bought was because I replied back to his email. The only way I would have known that is by taking the time to reach out to him and have that conversation. The third thing that I think will help you structure your ads is you really need to answer 3 different questions. The first question is why your solution works. To answer this question, you really need to understand who's your audience, what's that pain or challenge that they're feeling, and what's that place or that destination that they want to be. And once they know that you have a solution that can solve their problem, the next question you need to ask is why you? There are other people in the marketing space that you're in, and the question is, hey, there's a lot of solutions out there. What makes you unique? What makes your solution different from the others? And you really need to get clear on why you. Then the last question you really need to focus on is why now? Why should they take action now? Why should they purchase now? Like there has to be that incentive to get people to act. And when we can clearly answer these 3 questions, why your solution, why you, and why now, you've set that structure for you to create that engaging video and give people a reason to purchase from you or to take action from you. So before you start writing your scripts and shooting your videos, get really clear on those 3 questions. So just to recap some things that I think will be helpful when it comes to structuring your YouTube ad, make sure that you're able to grab their attention right off the bat. Like that's the most important part of your video. If they don't watch the 5 seconds, they're not gonna watch the rest of it, right? So test different ways of getting their attention. Number 2, make sure that you understand your audience, whether that's a phone call or sending them a survey, and you want to build your whole ad around who your audience is and what they're looking for. And then number 3, make sure you answer those 3 questions clearly. Why your solution, why you, and why now? Whenever we've had a campaign that doesn't work, if it's not an offer problem, it's most likely a message problem. And these are the way that we troubleshoot that. Do we really understand our audience? Are we getting their attention? And are we answering those questions? So I think by going through this framework, it will help you be successful on YouTube. I'm curious though, what have you found works for you? Are you currently running ads? And if so, are they working? Yes or no? I'd love to hear back from you and get some feedback. Drop a comment below. The next video, you're gonna wanna stick around because it's a YouTube ads tutorial. I'm gonna share with you how to correctly launch a YouTube ad campaign in under 10 minutes. Let's do this.